You can probably tell from my accent that I'm British. If you couldn't tell from my accent, you know, don't feel bad, it's fine. I was thinking about making a video about cockney rhyme and slang, because it's a thing in England that we have, mostly in London. I'm from Essex and I use it, so it's not just London. But it's kind of interesting, and I thought I'd kind of give you guys a few examples of cockney rhyme and slang and how it's used and its origin. So yeah, that's basically it. That's what I'm going to do in this video. Okay, so I've got this book called Cockney Rhyme and Slang, and I've put some little post-it notes in the ones that I thought were interesting, so I'll read those out. But first I wanted to talk about the origin of Cockney Rhyme and Slang. No one actually knows where it came from, but the most kind of common theory is that criminals made it up so that they could talk about, you know, their master plans, you know, what banks they were going to rob and stuff in public places without police understanding what they were talking about. Whether that's true or not, it doesn't matter, because it's kind of a nice story, and no one else really knows where it came from. So I'll kind of explain how it works. It's slang, but it's not necessarily always shorter, which is kind of strange, but sometimes it is, which is also kind of confusing for you, but I'll try and slow down and explain it a bit better. So basically you have a word, a regular everyday word like tea. This is my cup of tea, you know, being British and all. Got to drink my tea. So in Cockney Rhyme and Slang, the word for tea is Rosie Lee. Well, words is Rosie Lee, so tea, Rosie Lee. But if I was asking for a cup of tea, if I was around a friend's house and was like, oh, I want a cup of tea, or if I was someone's at my house and I was offering them a cup of tea, I might say, would you like a cup of Rosie, or can I have a cup of Rosie? So you get rid of the bit that rhymes with tea, which is Lee in Rosie Lee, and you just say the first bit. So it's kind of confusing. You do that quite a lot in Cockney Rhyme and Slang. You kind of drop the word that rhymes, but not always. The other example is people often know this one, Adam and Eve, for believe. So you'd say, I don't Adam and Eve it. So you haven't dropped anything that rhymes there. So those are the kind of two. You either say the whole phrase that rhymes or just the bit that doesn't rhyme, but you never say the bit that rhymes, weirdly. I mean, on its own, without the bit that comes first. I hope that wasn't too confusing. That sounded really confusing in my head. I'm quite happy to explain it again in comments if you didn't quite understand. So I'll just read a couple out now that I like, or the ones that I've just got from this book. This book's weirdly called Rhyming Cockney Slang, but it's called Cockney Rhyme and Slang, so I don't know if that's a legal thing, they had to call it Rhyming Cockney Slang, but anyway. Here we go. Artful Dodger, Lodger, Barnet Fair, Hair. This is one I actually use. My mum uses it a lot as well. We always call our hair our barnet. So if you're going for a haircut, you might say something like, I need to get my barnet cut. So that's kind of one that I use. I don't know if other English people use it, but I do. Dog and Bone, Phone. This is a bingo one. You hear this if you ever go to bingo. Well, not so much anymore. They're not as fun at bingo anymore. Yeah, I go to bingo. Chopsticks, 66. That's how they used to say it when you went to bingo, but now they just go, oh, the 66. It's kind of boring. No, sorry, chopsticks is just 6, not 66. I'd be a rubbish bingo caller. Jimmy Riddle, Piddle, that means like a wee. I'm going for a Jimmy would mean I'm going for a wee. Butcher's Hook, Look. This is another one that I actually use. If you want to have a look at something, you might hear an English person say, let's have a butcher's, meaning let's have a look. So it comes from Butcher's Hook, Look. That's Cockney Rhyme and Slang. Tiddlywink, Drink, going for a tiddly. Rabbit and Pork, Talk. Again, this is one I use. You would say, oh, she doesn't half rabbit on, meaning she doesn't, you know, talk. She talks a lot. Like, arf is a very kind of thing you hear in England, especially in London and Essex. Who cares about H's, you know? I always drop my H's. I always say, like, not so much anymore because I've been living in Bristol for a while, but I used to say housemates, and my housemates always thought I was calling them arsemates. I was like, no, housemates, not arsemates or housemates, assmates. The joys of having an Essex accent. Bottle and glass, arse. I've never heard anyone use it, but the example in this book is arse. He pinched me bottle. So I guess if you wanted to pinch someone's bum, you'd say, I'm gonna pinch that glass. No, bottle. I'm gonna pinch that bottle. See, I can't even do it all the time. But cockney rhyming slang's real fun, and I use, you know, it in some ways every day. It's not like I don't notice it, to be honest, being English. I say butchers and rabbit and loads of things that I guess wouldn't make sense to anyone else, but they're from cockney rhyming slang. I hope this video has been, you know, informative and interesting. I hope I gave you enough examples. And if you've heard of any that you don't know, you know, put them in the comments if you want to. You don't have to. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for now. So I'll see you guys soon. Oh, one other thing. One of my subscribers has actually just written a book, so that's pretty cool. And I thought I'd just quickly tell you about it real quick. It's called Building Character of Sam, Izzy and Many Other Dogs, 15 tips for children to help, 15 tips to help children build character. So I'll put a link, I can't talk today, I'll put a link down below if you guys want to check it out. So that's pretty cool. I'll also post a link to Wayne Lily's channel. I think that's how you say it. I'm dyslexic, so if it's not how you say it, sorry, apologies. But now that really is the end of today, so I'm gonna go finish my tea and do some other things that are real English, like complain and cue. Okay, bye bye, bye.